Okay, updated tier list. Sherry probably is not the best character in the game. And by probably, I mean she isn't.
I think Mark is better than Sherry.
Yeah, that's fair. I was a bit biased. Just a bit.
Only playing Sherry happiness.
I was not only playing Sherry, but she's still.
You were just mostly playing her.
She's still really good. She doesn't want to move.
It's been a while.
She doesn't want to move.
Move Sherry.
No, no. Fine. My girl. We'll get to you later.
Yeah, but Mark is better.
Mark, listen. I do still think she's very good. I'd still put her in S tier.
Okay.
That is my humble and sweet opinion.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Do you not think that she's S tier?
No, I didn't say to bring her down. I didn't say to bring her down a tier. I think she's still really good.
Cool. Nico stays where she is.
No, move Nico away from Nico tier.
There's nowhere else for her to go.
I know.
Okay, A tier. I'm starting to doubt Krila. I do still think she's A tier, but I'm not sure if that's where she belongs.
I think.
Once again, this might have been biased.
Krila, yeah, you very. In the first, I think Krila goes like here.
Okay,
tops.
okay.
Like, I think she's better than Manny, but I don't think she's better than any of these fools.
She has more HP. She has good hyper.
Okay.
No, everybody loves a good trap hyper.
She has bad stats.
She has bad stats?
I think so.
For having 6 HP, I think that's a good trade-off. For having 6 HP, 5 rec, and only -1 evade, I think that's a good trade-off.
I mean, she's still good. Where would you put her?
She was in between Poppo and Kai, which is probably, like I said, I do think she's lower. I don't think she's that much lower, though.
Okay.
Although I think it's these 4 right here.
Yeah, I don't think she's better than any of those, and I genuinely don't think she's better than Mark Pilot. Maybe she's better than Cook. Maybe she's better than Cook. And I will also put her above Nath. One of my things here is that Nath should go like below Manny.
I was also gonna say that Nath probably shouldn't be up that. Should she even be an A tier, honestly?
She gets really bullied.
She
gets bullied so bad.
She gets very bullied. But this is the most bullied, and you said that she's up here, so...
Honestly, I think that...
I put you up here.
I think that... Well, I think Mark Pilot is better than Krila, but...
I personally would not.
I think that Sumika is better than Nath.
Why is she in B tier?
So Nath fucking goes die. I don't think Nath is that good.
She's, I think,
tops.
If we're talking about like average luck scenario, then she. Maybe you need best luck scenario for her to be good.
I know if we're talking. I know we're talking about average luck scenario. That's what I'm saying. I think she's here because average luck, you're gonna have maybe like 1 stack of active extension, and then you're like, I don't even know what you're like. You're like a slightly better.
You go from extremely bullied to neutral to you're gonna die if you fight me. But it takes a lot to get to that you're gonna die if you fight me.
I don't know. Maybe
she's probably still better than...
Maybe she is better than Hime and Manny. But I don't think she's better than Sham.
Hime is up here and Manny's... Oh, my dumbass thought that was Manny. Okay, I was like, what are you doing there? I personally think she's better than Mira at the very least.
Put Nath above Hime. I think that's fair.
This is a good assessment.
Of Nath.
Of Nath.
I think Poppo is better than Tsih.
Tsih?
Yeah, I think Poppo is top of A tier. The more I play against her, the more I come to this realization.
That event did make me play a lot of Poppo, so I had to learn how to be better.
Isn't Poppo
and I still technically have never played as C, so yeah, she don't want to move. Oh shit, she moved.
Sham real good.
Sham is really good.
Sham is better than Mark Pilot.
You just say Mark Pilot is the standard of A. You're either better or worse than Mark Pilot.
Well, I don't think Sham's better than the Suguris, but I think Sham is better than Mark Pilot. And I think Sham is better than Krila, but I don't know. I think you'd fight me on that.
No, Sham's better than Krila.
Okay. There she goes.
She's probably not better than the Soras and Suguris. But I think that's fair.
She's a better defensive character than Krila.
She does have objectively better stats.
Yes.
And I think their hyper costs the same at least. But also, that hyper can be very, very nasty. Cook? No, Cook. No, I think Cook's right there. Because every time I think about her hyper, I think that she's like up here. But then
her hyper is better on other characters than
that's
her.
the thing. But it's just like when you think about her hyper in and of itself, she's up here. She's the best character in the game. But then you actually play as her and it's not that great.
Mm-mm.
Forget what I said about Cook. I think that's it for A tier. I think everything else looks solid, at least for now.
I know I have a hot take.
Hot take? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They look the same. I thought I switched them, honestly. Whoops.
Nope.
Whoopsie daisy.
Accelerators.
Accelerator is OP.
Real good.
Like, if anything, in my eyes, they're probably tied, because that regenerating every chapter is also pretty epic. Her hyper is not, but her passive is.
It would be very epic if she had defense, and not -1 defense.
Yeah, but if you take, like, the hit, then you get to recover from it.
Yeah, but you're gonna be taking less hits because you have 4 HP and -1 defense. You're gonna be evading a lot of things and taking less hits, so you're not making the full use out of your passive. It's good.
Understandable.
But Suguri's better.
Suguri is better. No passive heaven ass. Alright.
Kick her VT.
Sumika's better than Natsumi.
Okay, sure.
I honestly want to put her in A tier. I think she's better than Mira. I think her hyper
is better than Mira. Okay, I can see it.
I think she's better than Mira.
I can see it.
I put her there. You get a whole upgrade, Sumika,
okay.
yay.
Now it's my turn to admit I was being biased. I think Starbreaker is like not that good.
Really? I was gonna move her higher.
No, I don't think she's that good.
I wouldn't. She's not below Tomato and Mew.
I think she's below. I was gonna say I think she's below Cuties.
Below Cuties?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Not being able to get Star Normas has been a bitch so many times.
So you're putting the two characters that can't choose next to each other, but you put her below them.
Yes.
Why?
Because not being able to do Star Normas is so bad.
But your whole thing is about kills. You don't need to get stars.
Yeah, but you know that when you're getting kills, you're getting stars too, and not being able to get to
that is true.
Choose stars to get that level up that you need to pop off really sucks many times.
Oh lord, he's popping off an orange juice. That understandable.
I think Starbreaker could even go lower, but I'd have to think about it more, and I'm not thinking about it more.
Seeing who's in C tier, like right off the bat, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh. Yes. Oh yes, there's more.
Oh yes.
Who is it? Wait, where the fuck did she go? Wait, what?
Who are you looking for?
Oh, I'm dumb. Oh yeah.
Who are you looking for?
I was looking for Tio, but never mind. She's in the tier below.
Well, I think we're done with B tier.
Yes.
What do you have to say about Tio besides she's better than Saki?
She's also better than Tomomo.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Explain your take.
She has the best stats for a 5 HP having character in the whole game, and her not being able to trigger monster encounters does not balance that out enough.
She has Sherry.
Okay, not in the whole game. Not in the whole game, but in this tier, definitely.
In this tier.
And probably, if you look at the guys in this tier, too, because she is 4 rec and +1 evade.
She does.
That is really good. Her hyper is not really good.
Her hyper is not really good.
But she can destroy people, not really destroy, but she can hold her own based on her stats alone. I think better than Tomomo can.
A fair assessment. I was just gonna say she's better than Saki, but okay. Would you put Syura above Tomomo? Because I think Syura is pretty underrated. Yes. I like Syura.
I would actually put Syura above Tomomo.
The fact that when she's losing, she can just come back to murder. And also having +1 defense, 4 rec, 4. I mean, it's pretty solid. Can I move Peat down?
Where's Peat?
Peat's right here. And
I don't know. I think
I disagree.
Why do you not like Peat?
Why does Peat not like himself? He's the worst of the flying red bunch, I guess, unless you have these two down here. His hyper only seems to be useful when you're not Peat.
No.
He has 3 HP.
I mean, that doesn't matter for his hyper.
Well, his hyper is a pretty... Yeah, the hyper is a pretty big aspect of the character, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if his hyper is useful for other people that's not him, then I mean...
Yeah, but it's still useful for him.
It is still useful, but I'm saying it kind of sucks when your hyper is more useful for other people than yourself. Despite it still being good.
Okay. I guess.
My point is, I like Syura more than Peat. He has better stats, objectively, but he also has worse HP. At the very least, can I put him below Yuki?
Sure. I guess.
At the bare minimum.
Yuki's probably a better offensive character. Sure.
I still don't know how to feel about this character fully, so she stays where she is.
Honestly, I think Ellie is better than him too. He's a better offensive character than Peat.
I'm just gonna keep moving. Hot take: Peat F tier, worst character in the game. I also think that Merchant should switch with No Name.
Okay. I have no opinion.
You have no opinion of either of these characters?
I hate them both equally.
You hate them both?
Yes.
Wow.
They are both very annoying to fight against.
They are.
And I don't think either of them are very fun to play as either.
No Name's hyper was funny at first, but it's just kind of... When your hyper is a card that's in-game that somebody else can play, it just feels weird. But... Also, his, what's it called? Whenever he gets freight cards, and then he lands on somebody else's house, the fact that they activate before you can Norma is very, very nice. So I think that gives him a boost.
Yes.
I don't think he's better than Saki, but I do think he's better than No Name.
Okay. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up indeed. Also, I think QP should be moved up.
I don't.
You don't? I've been playing...
QP sucks.
I played more Her hyper comes in when you need it most, which is nice.
Okay, but she sucks. Like, actually, like... She's not better than Cupida. Aru's has better stats, and then the Tequila cannot be attacked, basically.
Cupida's in...
Not Cupida, fuck. Not Cupida. Not my bad.
Kyosuke.
Kyosuke, yes. It's the KY gender swap version.
The KY
They are both KY gender swap versions of other characters, so.
I don't know. Like I said, I've been playing as her more, and she seems more useful than what I initially thought.
Okay, but like, where would she go? Because I don't think
that's a good question.
I don't think I'm wrong about Tequila being better than her, and Aru is better.
I don't think Tequila is better than her, honestly, at this point.
I think Tequila is better than her simply because you cannot attack Tequila, lest you die. And he will get a win every now and then from his pirates, which is rare.
No, you don't.
It's rare.
No, you don't.
It's happened to me a few times. It's rare, but it's better than what QP can say.
QP can say that you won for nothing and revives immediately.
Okay.
You get no stars, you get no wins, you get a free revive. And also +2 attack, so it's a small chance that you win yourself.
Okay. Is that a good enough payoff for using your hyper? Maybe not dying in a battle.
Yeah.
And maybe killing somebody.
Well, when you put it like that, you're not making me feel very big brain.
I don't know.
I just thought that she was better than low C tier.
I don't think so. I think she's too basic to be any higher.
She's better than QP Dangerous.
Yes.
Not saying much.
Not saying much.
Speaking of QP Dangerous.
She sucks. I think she's worse than Manager. Yeah,
Speaking of QP
actually,
her hyper
is bad.
It's so disappointing.
Her passive is bad. Her stats are bad because they're worse than QP. She's bad.
She's bad.
Is she F tier? Is Shifu Robot better than QP? Dangerous?
Yes. Honestly?
Okay, put her in F tier, actually.
Can I put Shifu Robot in D tier?
No.
Why not?
No,
I think
sucks. It's so easy to bully him. I want to bully this guy.
Okay,
he has a bullyable face.
But you're saying, like, bully character when you think that this is one of the best characters in games who is objectively the most bullied.
That's
I don't
fine,
think
but Poppo is
excuses...
not easy to bully. This guy is very easy to bully.
I want justice for my boy.
Maybe some other day.
Aww. Fruit Bat Factory, please buff my boy.
Buff Shifu Robot.
Buff Shifu Robot. Give him Suguri version 2's passive, and it's all over.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say I think Kyoko is better than Fernet.
Really?
And so is Halena.
You're moving Fernet down?
Yes.
I still think she's the height of D tier.
I think Kyoko... If I think about it more, having the +1 defense comes in handy more often than being able to evade. Especially because Fernet has -2 evade. And Kyoko has a better hyper.
I mean, they both have -2 evade, just one of them can use it and the other can't.
Right, no, I'm saying, I think being able to evade is a worse thing than having the extra +1 defense.
Not being able to evade equals guaranteed death, though.
Yes, sometimes. If you don't have your hyper, yes, but...
Your hyper is also guaranteed death.
Oh yeah, but I mean, okay, yeah, your hyper is guaranteed death, but you don't lose your stars and shit, so... I think being able to overall tank more hits most of the time and having a way to die without losing your stars is better than being able to maybe evade sometimes.
You have to actively try to land on things to use your hyper, though, because people can still bully you, like...
I mean, you
can
try to actively land on things, but it lasts forever until you die.
Yeah,
Not until
no, it's attack effect at 3.
It's 3. Yeah, it lasts.
No, I forgot that when people try to attack you, that also counts.
Yes.
If it lasts forever until you die, then that'd be a different conversation.
Not until you die. It lasts forever until.
It lasts forever. It lasts for 3 turns. It lasts forever. Not for 3 turns.
It lasts forever until it happens
3 times. You use it.
I think her hyper and the +1 defense make her better than Fernet, is all I'm saying.
Aye. I don't know about that one, Chief, but I will at least. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
And like I said, same thing with Halena, because at least Halena can evade.
I thought she was a leader. Okay.
Well, based on stats alone, without considering any changes, I think Helena's better.
Petting all the tank characters at the bottom, we're gonna get bullied.
Yeah, I don't know why people like tank characters so much.
Okay, well I'm gonna get bullied because it's my channel, but
get bullied, bitch.
Unless I link to your channel, then you get bullied. Whee!
God damn it.
Shouldn't have had hot takes. Honestly, okay, thank you.
No. What?
Yes.
No.
Wait, are her stats the same?
Yes, they're the same as ours.
No, but her hyper is so stupid.
Yeah, but like, who cares? Her hyper's also very stupid.
Yeah, but it's less stupid.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Not enough to put her down. I was gonna say actually, I think Poppo mix is worse than Aru, but I don't think Aru is worse than.
Wait, so you think this?
Yes, because I think Poppo mixed hyper is like really bad, and then her
the trifecta. Oh well, I guess if they were together, the fourfecta. Yeah, but at least her passive can be like activated without her hyper. That's always a nice little bonus.
Yeah, but it's not enough. She can't get away with the same stuff that regular Poppo can, or even Aru. I mean, if we're not talking about higher tiers, even Aru can get away with more stuff with her stats and her passive than Poppo.
Saying that her okay.
I think Poppo's too inconsistent.
Pain.
Yes.
I
mean, you can disagree.
I do, but any argument that I have has just been shot down.
Okay.
That's pain, but if I don't look directly into Poppo's eyes, then I'm fine.
Why'd you bring me down?
Why'd you do it? I'm so sorry. Oh, I just noticed her eyes are bigger than regular Poppo's. Interesting. And F tier, yeah, no, that's about right.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so anyway, this new update massacred my boy. They made him so much worse.
Are we talking about the updates now?
The update, yes. The new update has nerfed my favorite boy in 3 major ways. They took my boy's defense. He now has 0.
Yes.
And still the -1 evade. Lonely Road, like his passive, is only activated by more than a roll of 6, so you can't just get it naturally anymore. AKA the stats buff. And also, they made Upshift double the price. Oh, they massacred my boy. I tried playing as him the other day and it just made me sad. Oh no. My boy is no longer S tier. He might even...
I think he's bottom at A tier.
He's not even better than me. My man They did him dirty.
They did do him dirty.
3 nerfs. That's 3 big boy nerfs. He doesn't even defend. He doesn't have defense any. Oh my god.
That's the most nerfs I've seen in a character in a while.
Man's got 0, 0, -1. That is so unfortunate. He got the Krila treatment, but he doesn't even benefit from it. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, no, he's.
I think he's worse than I think that's right. You hate to see it.
I'd honestly no. My man's B tier now. Honestly.
Okay.
He jumped. He did a big jump.
Okay. Understandable.
Look at how they massacred my boy. That was painful. That shit hurt.
You had to do it.
Oh no. Let me move on so my heart doesn't break more.
Okay, Arthur, he's not that good now.
I still, to this day... No, wait, no, I played as Arthur once, and I've gotten his hyper
Arthur
3
used to
times.
be really good because he got bonus stars at the beginning of every chapter, so his stars grew way more than the other characters. But now he doesn't do that anymore. Now, he's really not that good. I think he's worse than Natsumi.
Damn.
Because now he's just a really bad tank that gets bonus stars from bonus panels, but like he only gets like 2 or 3 bonus stars from bonus panels. So, like,
look at how they massacred
your
boy 2.0.
Like no, he's so bad. He's so bad. I might even place him lower than this.
This is completely up to you. I have not played this character.
Yeah, I am gonna place him lower than this. I think he's.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think he's.
It's that bad.
Maybe a little better than Alte now.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Look at how far you've fallen.
Yeah. Get fucked, Arthur.
Oh,
Get wrecked. Absolutely destroyed. See.
So stealth on prevents triggering encounter and boss panels. That's honestly how I thought it always worked. I didn't know that was a new.
It's a buff.
That could still mean that she stays where she is.
It's a buff, but I don't think it's a buff, but I don't think it makes her better than Poppo. So.
I just think her hyper works properly now.
If anything, I think she's cemented in place at the top of A tier, but I don't think she's better than Poppo.
Cool. Stayed in place. I didn't order these. Oops.
It's fine.
It's
we'll find
fine. Arnelle.
What did it do, Arnelle?
Her hyper now interacts properly with serious battle and reverse attribute field, which makes me think that. So it makes your stats 0.
We did not test this, but we think that it makes that intelligence officer activates first, and then the other card activates, which is a nerf. But like it's kind of a niche nerf, and I don't think it brings her down.
It makes her worse than Kyoko.
If you think
if that's how it works.
If you think it does, then you can move it. But like it's been listed as a fix, so I think that's just how it was meant to work. I think that makes sense.
It was listed in the update, so I wrote it down. Was my logic.
Yeah.
But. If it is like reverse attribute field, like you get +3 attack, but then it gets negated to -4, that is really annoying and bad. So if that is the case, then yeah, no, I put her here. But if it's didn't really change anything, then right there would be plus, I think.
I don't think it changed enough to bring her down a tier.
I didn't say a tier.
Not a tier. Bring her down any.
Like I said, that's to get -4 attack, and when you thought you were getting a boost, that's pretty.
Like it
pretty
sucks.
terrible.
It sucks, but
yeah. People
aren't bringing a reverse attribute field or serious battle against Arnelle anyways, so it's not going to happen often enough. It's not going to happen often enough to bring her down, I don't think.
You might get serious battled. Everybody gets serious battled every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then, but like I don't think it's enough.
It was in the update, so I wrote it down.
I saw this one first.
Her hyper now lets her use a card immediately after use.
That's how it should have worked in the first place.
That's how it should have worked. It's a good buff.
So she's B tier now.
She is B tier now.
Where? And I think
below Starbow. Okay. I think that makes her better than Tomomo and Mew.
Okay.
Congrats.
I think she's better than Starbow, but
I still don't know if that makes her better than Starbow, but using cards immediately after use is pretty nice, though.
I think now her stats are pretty damn good. She can hunt people down the turn she gets her hyper. Not the turn, but the turn after she gets her hyper instead of 2 turns after she gets her hyper. And yeah, I think she's better than Starbreaker.
Not better than Cuties?
No. Yeah, no. Cuties. Yeah.
Understandable. Iru.
Where's Iru?
So she no longer goes second when attacking, which, yeah, that's nice. But her defense was lowered to -1. But also her being able to shoot you and then still attack first,
I think
that's pretty heckin' good.
I think that's a buff overall, because she's gonna be... She's more likely to murder you now if she attacks first.
She fights you, shoots you so you already have 1 damage, plays a battle card, you're dead, cool. Yeah. Her -1 defense doesn't.
It won't matter in that case.
That.
It won't matter in a lot of
Most
cases
of the good
now.
characters have -1 defense anyway.
Honestly, I think she's better than Ellie now.
Better than Ellie?
Yeah.
You still think she's C tier?
Better than all these. Is she better than Sweetbreaker? Maybe.
I think she's better than... Her hyper is not...
It's not great.
It's good, though.
So she's kind of just running around attacking people. So.
C plus.
Maybe. Oops, not there. Maybe here.
I'd put her below Sweetbreaker.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Actually, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Alicianrone, they buffed her. Let's fucking go.
So if you have +1 attack, she gets +1 evade immediately. And if you have +2 attack, she gets +2 more evade. Oh my god.
Basically, she gets her evade when the opponent has 1 less attack than before.
Yeah.
Which is good. But, like,
she's still C tier.
How good is it? Really?
Is she still the same?
She's not still the same.
She's probably better than Islay.
She's better than Islay. And, yeah.
I don't know if she's better than No Name.
Maybe. She has a good hyper, good movement.
Yeah.
Now she can survive against some tougher opponents a little bit better. Maybe she is better than No Name and Merchant. I don't know. What do you think?
More likely to kill than Merchant and No Name.
Does that make her better than Merchant and No Name?
I mean, she seems like a character that's pretty centered around kills.
Right.
So she can now do her job better.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Okay, get her up there.
Put him. Okay.
And they also buffed my girl to normal casual.
Red Bean Ice Cream no longer discarded on battle KO. That was pretty nice.
It's really nice.
That was pretty nice, because that's how most people lost it immediately.
Yes. So now she will be transforming into Sweet Eater more often, but...
At what cost?
Like, how much does that matter, I guess,
for people who like her a lot, it matters a lot. Not losing your hyper immediately is pretty nice, because she's also a character that you can probably gang up on pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
So, even with the +1 attack from her hyper. So I think not losing it in KO probably makes her. She deserves to move up.
My first impression is here.
I was gonna say in between regular Tomomo and... No, wait, no.
I think she's better than regular Tomomo.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. Sweet Eater in and of itself is...
Cool. Is that all the changes? Oh wait, no, there's one more. Halena. She does not get...
She now generates level times 2 stars instead of level times 3 stars when she lands on her own home. Which is an objective nerf, but I don't know if it's enough to matter.
It's not enough to matter. Like, it sucks for the 3 Halena players out there. But like...
Don't bully people on my channel.
But like... It doesn't move her up or down. I don't think it makes her worse than Fernet. And I think Kyoko is still a little bit better.
Yeah.
Cool.
That one took a lot less time. Surprising.
Now we can talk about these two.
Oh my god, I totally didn't forget about those characters at all, because they're too heckin' good for their own good. Fernet first, I guess, because alphabetical order.
They are both really good.
They're both really good. Fernet
is
so annoying to fight
Fernet is
against,
very annoying.
but she's so good. I just like how they gave her inverted, like, good stats TM. Which, when I first saw
Which are
was
still
like,
good stats because she has 6 HP.
she has 6 HP and still has defense, which...
Yes. If she had... Which immediately makes her better than Krila, I think. At the very least.
She's like more capitalism the character than Arthur is now.
Yes.
You have to pay her to fight.
Yes.
And she pays for you to pay her. Which is the biggest brain move I've ever seen. It costs a lot. It costs 100.
Yeah, it costs 100 overall to level her thing up. So she will not be making any profit unless the combined levels of her opponents are above 10. Which is like... It'll happen. But...
It's you get half the person's stars if they don't...
No.
How much?
You get their level times 10.
Their level times 10.
Yes.
So...
It's very annoying when you're going against it, but if you really think about it, it's not too good. Like...
You know you're not killing her, so you know you're losing your stars.
You are most likely losing your stars. There is a chance that she has, like, XL Hyper or some other battle card and she will kill you. Which
and
is
then
really
gets
good.
more of your stars.
Which is really good, but just thinking about it in a vacuum, the most that she can profit off of this hyper is 50 stars or 80 stars if she uses President's Privilege before using the 4th version.
If you use President... Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Which is good. But, like, how many times is that going to happen?
Where'd you get 80 from?
Huh?
Where'd you get 80 from?
If all 3 of her opponents are level 5, she gets 150 stars.
Right.
Costs 100 stars. But if you use President's Privilege at the end, the last one only costs 10.
Right.
So it would cost 70 stars overall. 150 minus 70 equals 80.
I was thinking of the 60. I was just like, that's not 80. But... I forgot the President's Privilege is 10 stars.
If you get more than one President's Privilege, you'll profit even more, which is great. But, like, how many are you going to have in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 max. In that case, it's going to cost you overall 70, 20, so 50 stars to use it.
Also, she has a free hyper.
She does have
Nobody
a free
really
version of her
uses it
hyper.
except for the CPU. But her free hyper is also very annoying.
It's usable. It's decently good.
It's annoying.
It's pretty annoying.
This character is annoying. Is the main thing I want to get across.
I think that she's just above Sham.
Not as good as the Soras and Suguris.
Not as good as the Soras and Suguris. Only because her hyper takes four turns to actually use once you get it. So if you get it late game when somebody's about to win and you want to stop them, you're kind of shit out of luck. You have to save it up beforehand, which isn't bad, but it doesn't make her as good as she could be.
You save up enough, and you can. And if you're playing with friends, you can piss them off and no longer have friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best play I can think of. We. Anyway, why do I hear boss music? The moon has never been more terrifying.
I have less of an opinion on her. I'm not really sure, honestly. She is worse than Suguri, so we can start there. But like,
she's also A tier, I think.
I think she is A tier.
We're an A tier. That that hyper is cursed on a successful evade.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna evade with that. I also appreciate how they gave her inverted Fernet stats. Get that -2 defense. Worse in the game. I don't think anybody has a worse defense.
No, nobody has -3 defense.
-2.
I think that there's one other character with -2, but it slips my mind right now, so maybe not.
Kyosuke when he gets cast off. No, wait. No, nope. Never mind.
He has +2 attack, -1 defense when he gets cast off.
Yep. That was a fool.
No, maybe there is no one with -2. I could have sworn there was.
Worst defense in the game.
Oh, no,
Let's go.
Doesn't Yuki have -2?
No. 2, -1, -1.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I guess she has the worst.
Let's go. Worst defense in the game. There's just gonna be like, leave with the message that tanks suck, and if you have terrible defense, good.
So, the problem with having 1 less defense and still having +2 evade is that if you really think about it, it's gonna bring down your effective HP by 1, because the point where evading becomes better than defending becomes 1 HP earlier. Because if you have -1 defense and +2 evade, then you should begin evading when you have. What was I thinking?
I don't know.
When you have 2 HP. Yeah, no, I think that's right. When you have 2 HP, you should begin evading when you have.
When you have 2 HP.
Yes. Because if your opponent rolls, say, a 2,
right,
then you're gonna evade because you're gonna evade it every time.
Right.
If your opponent rolls a 3, if you defend, you have to roll a 3. No, you have to roll a 2.
You're talking about if you have +2 evade?
If you have -1 defense and +2 evade, if your opponent rolls a 3 when you have 2 HP, you should evade, because if you roll a 3 for defense, then you live, but with 1 HP. If you roll a 3 for evade, then you live, but with 2 HP. If you roll a 2 for defense, then you live, then you die. If you roll a 2 for evade, then you live. So
where are you going with it?
So the point where you start evading is when you have 2 HP.
But not if you're this character, because you can evade at like any point.
You can, but I'm saying when you're this character, the point where you start evading is actually when you have
3 HP because your defense is -2. Because now if you have 3 HP and your opponent rolls a 4, if you roll a 3 for defense, then you're dead. If you roll a 3 for evade, then you're not dead.
Right.
So you should evade when you have 3 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your point.
My point is, if you're playing optimally, it's kind of like you have 1 less HP. When you're battling, at least.
Those are some leaps, but okay. Cool. Where do you put her?
I would put her probably above Nath. Is my thinking.
Not above Maney? Or
Her,
Lulu?
her hyper's good.
Or Cook?
Her hyper's good.
Or Mark Pilot?
But Lulu's, Cook's, and Mark Pilot's hypers are better more often. Maybe above Maney, but I think below Lulu for sure.
For sure?
For sure.
Yeah, my thought process was like right here. My thought was like right here. But you say over here.
Yeah. Because she's going to live less often than these 3 characters. And her hyper is going to be less useful more often than these 3 characters. My point is the -1 defense.
You're saying her hyper is going to be used more often?
Her hyper is going to be less useful more often.
How?
Because like even if you use her hyper, you're not guaranteed to evade for 1. You're not guaranteed to kill with your evade unless it's a full moon for 2. You're gonna do damage and then you might kill them when you counterattack. But like, Cook's hyper is the best hyper in the game. Mark Pilot's hyper will destroy people and give you wins. Or get people low enough so that you can destroy them and give you wins. And then Lulu's will 2 times out of 3 either give you really good stats or give you like 100 stars profit. That's a bit of an exaggeration. It'll give you a lot of profit.
Cool.
Cool.
My brain hurts now.
Do you want to explain why she is higher than the other 3, or?
Because when you play her, she's better than she's better. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like you're gonna have. You had a lot of facts and logic, but my facts and logic is that she just seems better than these 3, and she belongs like here.
I think she does seem better than these 3, but like
Fernet is her.
Fernet, the new Fernet seems better than Poppo, but if you think about it, she's not. So
S tier looks so lonely. They're both
flying great. I'd move Poppo to bottom of S tier, but. There you go. Get 3 S tier characters in there.
What a time.
S tier Poppo. S tier Poppo.
I think if I think about this anymore, I'm gonna be here for like another half hour. I think this looks right. Or at least right enough for now.
Anyways, this basically, except maybe like I could see these 2 being switched pretty easily.
You'd still put her above Cook, under Cook?
I think she's under Cook for sure.
For sure.
For sure. Cook is better.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, Cook is better.
Okay. 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10.
Okay. Oh, wait. Switch question mark.
I don't know.
CS Hyper is just like pretty good.
Yes, it is really good.
And it passives.
It is really good. I think it, actually, I think she's better than Lone Rider. Lol.
Why did they do this?
Lol.
Why did they shatter my hopes and dreams like this?
Get fucked, Lone Rider.
I honestly think a hyper tier list would be easier.
Definitely. If you only have to think
Tune
about
in next week before I make the easiest video of my fucking life and just put this in S tier and everything else just below it. That's it. That's the whole video. Goodbye.
Cook in S tier, QP dangerous, and chicken in F tier. Everything else B.
B. You're about to get flamed in the comments for your hot ass takes.
Flame me, motherfuckers.
All 3 of my comments.
Flame me, motherfuckers. My channel link is in the description. You can direct your hate mails there.
Your hate mail.